right, guys, so what happened is I actually did an install video of putting this Sig Romeo Zero sight on this Hellcat. And in the meantime of doing it, I went through the whole process and the camera kept trying to focus in and out. So I just got rid of all that footage. So now that it's already installed, instead of showing you step-by-step process on how to do it, I'll just tell you what I ran into, and we'll talk a little bit about what happened there. So first off, the sight fits on the slide perfectly. The slide on the Hellcat has 4 posts that kind of stick up like that. On some of the sides, like the Holosun, you have to grind the rear posts off and shorten the front ones. You don't have to do that with this one. It sits on there perfectly. Now, here's the problem. It is not an install that you can just pop on and go. They supply you with 2 sets of screws. This is one set, and these are kind of long and skinny. Well, the 2 screws that come out of the plate that comes off the gun are skinny as well, about the same diameter as these, but these are actually for the P365 series, and it says right on the package. The other ones say M4, and they're a little shorter and a little fatter. Well, on installing them, they're still too long for this Hellcat slide. So what happened was I put the screws in, and you could still wobble the sight. Like it would move enough to where the battery would come out of contact and the dot would go off. So what I did was got the old trusty Dremel out. It's on every kitchen table, gunsmith table like mine. And I got a pair of vice grips that are fairly small, clamped those 2 screws in here, and I removed about a thread and a half of length from those 2 screws. I reinstalled them, sight fit on there perfect. They snugged up good. There's no wobble. There's no, it doesn't move. The sight stays on. I can pull on it, do whatever I want to do, and you're good to go. Now, the screws that come out of the Hellcat are Torx head, the one that takes the plate off. Those are a Torx head. You're not supplied with that, so you have to supply that yourself. I don't know if there's one in the box for the gun or not, to be honest with you, but I had a set, so just use that. And then you just have a standard Allen key for these screws, and that works fine. But I mean, it wasn't that big of a task, honestly. It's fairly simple to do. Just be aware that you will have to have something to modify those screws or go get a different set of screws. I know that may be easier for somebody who don't want to start grinding on something or whatever. Maybe that's a better option for you, but like I said, not 5 minutes with a Dremel on each one. I've done one, and I just done one at a time the first, and I would compare it to the factory length just so I was getting an idea of how much I was removing. And once I saw that I'd taken about a thread and a half or so of length, I tried it on one side and it worked. So I took the other one down to match, and here we are. So now we're good to go, and let's head out on the range and see how we do with this little thing. All right, so we're out here on the range. Got the little Romeo Zero mounted up. Gonna try a few shots. Now, one thing I want to point out is in the description, it says that this sight's got the cut for a rear sight, so you can still use your iron sights. And what I've found is it's partially true. You can see when your sights are lined up, your rear and your front are lined up, you can see about half of the dot. So let me see if I can. So like right there, you can see about half of the dot on the front sight, and you can see the red dot. I just kind of tried to co-witness that red dot just inside, so it may be close, I don't know. We'll shoot it and see, but as you can see, you can only see about half of the dot on the front side. I mean, it's still usable, don't get me wrong, it's still usable. It's just not, it's not a full co-witness. You can't see all of your irons. That makes sense. And what I found just doing some dry reps here, just coming up, is if I look for my front sight as I come up, the dot tends to be low. So, and that's just something I'm gonna have to work on. That's something anybody going to a red dot's gonna have to work on a handgun, is their presentation and getting that dot in the screen every single time. And it is a learning curve. I know I've got that ahead of me. I don't know how committed I'm going to be to doing it, but we'll try it and see. So first, I'm just gonna take a couple slow fire shots. I got both mags loaded. I'm gonna make sure that it's on and see if it improves accuracy for me with this little thing or not. And then I'll start working on a little bit of presentation drills. Seems to be shooting pretty high. Let me shoot at the bigger target. Okay, that's definitely shooting high. I was aiming at one of the 8-inch plates. I was aiming bottom third of it and hit the bolt. So I know it's shooting pretty high. Let me make some adjustments and then we'll try again. All right, I've got it adjusted now. I'm just gonna stick this couple more rounds in here real quick to confirm. I don't think there's a whole lot left. I will say on adjusting the sight, whether it be left or right, up or down, either one, neither one of them had tactile clicks. No clicks at all. I didn't feel any clicks whatsoever. It's like turning a screw. There's nothing there, so be aware of that. Let's see if it's on a little better now. Definitely on better, and I'm still hitting the slide stop with my thumb. All right, one more mag. Still riding that slide stop, but this thing may make a believer out of me. I don't know. I've always given the pistol red dot guys a little bit of crap, but let's load another mag or two. All right, I got 2 more mags loaded. That's all I got for it right now. So this time I'm gonna work on, I'm gonna do a couple presentation drills, maybe even from the holster. I feel like that's my weakest point with the red dot, is getting on target the first time. So I'm gonna do some presentation, coming from the holster, coming from low ready, getting on target, shooting, and I'm gonna try some double taps, make sure I can track that dot the way I can standard sights, and just see if I can make it work. Not trying to show you any skin, so I apologize if you see my fat gut hanging out or whatever. Wasn't bad. Say I am losing my dot in the tracking though, but it's coming back pretty quick. Hey, look at that. I didn't hit the slide stop that time. Hit it that time though. Ooh. Maybe eating some crow, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and say, Luke Flahar, I apologize for giving you so much crap. Maybe eating some crow on this. I really like that. It's working out well. I just want to show you real quick the holster. I'm gonna get some heat over this too, and I know people hate alien gear, but I bought this because this is about one of the few I could find on the market that had that was ready for optics on it. So this is brand spanking new, just got it in today. Just got the optic mounted, so didn't need it till today, but that's what I'm gonna try to carry it in, and we'll see how it goes. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to shoot this gun, carry it the way that it is. If there's any interest in it, I'll report back. If not, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And as always, guys, stay tuned.